G'day guys and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise videos. Again, apologies for the delay, but we're finally getting around to doing a showcase for Digimon Leopard Mode or Leopardmon Leopard Mode. If you haven't already, check out my summons for this guy. We pulled in pretty early, which is why I can give you this showcase. At the time this video is going up, he should be around for a couple more days, maybe 4 or 5 more days. So you still have a chance to pull him if you feel the interest after watching this video. So of course we're going to test him out in Clash Battle. We'll skip the Underworld Dungeon and we'll jump straight into PvP with this guy after we have a look at his stats, his skills, and what he does. As always, credits to Chordos2 from the Discord for all of these images and translations. So, Digimon Leopard Mode. Let's have a look at his stats first. He's a red type Digimon, so we need to look at his power, but let's start with HP. Once all these load up, we can see, like I'm still going. Did I miss him? There he is, all the way down here. Comparable to Gallantmon X, pretty low for a red Digimon, 8,000 HP, so he's going to be a little bit squishy. Other red Digimon have much higher HP. Like, let's look at Merciful Mode. He's running 9,000, so nothing too crazy in the HP department. Let's have a look at power now. And he's up there, like really up there. He's rocking 7,086 power. Merciful Mode only 60 behind. Wargreymon X, a whole almost 800 behind. Like, he has a lot of power, which means he's going to be hitting really hard. Defense, again, I wouldn't be expecting too much. Although, saying that, compared to other red, like Alter B is here, Leopard Mode isn't too bad, 3,100. Of course, there's Digimon like coming soon, like Alter S, that have like 5,000 defense. But anyway, speed, of course, it'll be a classic speed, I would say. Where is he? I thought it would be faster. He's got 4 legs, man. He's got 4 legs. He should be quicker. There he is, all the way down here. 27 speed actually isn't too slow. Not too bad. Yeah. Like, stats-wise, good offensively, not that good defensively. Let's have a look at his kit. His main skill, 330 to a random enemy 4 times, 1 enemy at a time. So multi-hit, 1 target. Triple crit multiplier and 50% chance on poison with a 45% poison modifier, which isn't too high. Good skill. Multi-hit is always great. Crit multiplier is great if the enemy doesn't have any crit protection. He's going to be hitting quite hard. 330 isn't that high of a multiplier, but with the multi-hit, that equals quite a lot. That's what, like 1,200 damage or more, which is pretty good. His sub skill is all enemies 200%, 50% chance of darkness, and 70% to power damage resistance. That's a really good debuff if you're running a power team. 50% chance of darkness is good because there's not many Digimon at the moment that can protect you from darkness. And of course, all enemies is always great when it's a kind of a utility skill like this. His passive skill is minus 40% to enemies tech. Really good in the current meta because of all the calm Digimon running around. Plus 60% to red allies defense forever. So as long as he's on the field, they'll be getting that defense buff, which is good if you're running something like Volcanic Digimon. This gets superseded. Protects all enemies from poison, burn, and error, which is amazing because of all the all the damage over time statuses running around at the moment as well. And one of my favorite types of passives, 40% to status abnormality resistance, minus 40% to enemies, which brings his poison to 90% chance to poison the enemy, and it hits 4 times. So pretty much if they get hit with this skill, they're guaranteed to be poisoned. Pretty much if they hit with this skill, which they will be, it's all enemies, they're guaranteed to almost 90% to get darkness on them. So a little bit, some sneaky strats you can run with this guy. Power and crit and defense and HP on his plugins. Overall, like, it's a solid kit. Status and damage. No defense apart from this defense increase here, which is good. Other than that, nothing to protect him from getting absolutely destroyed, but he's a hard hitter. Let's actually jump into the game now. Let's start with Clash Battle and we'll see what kind of numbers we can push out of this guy. Okay, here we are in Clash Battle. This is how I've got my Leopardmon Leopard mode set up for the rest of the video. So I got him at 73% critical rate. I didn't buy his special plug-in pack. I didn't quite see the value in it. However, I do have him kit out pretty high critical rate, a little bit of cooldown reduction as well in those plugins there. Tiny bit of speed. Not his optimal setup, but pretty good. But when you're running him on this team, I don't think you'll have an issue. So I've got the Dorogoromon there for crit support, for defense reduction. I've got Wargreymon X power support. I've got, of course, the LM defense support and critical protection. So really buffed in pretty much every possible category. You probably could squeeze a few more digits out of him if you really pushed for it. But I don't think it's required because, as you'll see in a second. So I'm going to start off with his sub skill, which gives power damage resistance. Then Dorogoro gives defense reduction, and then we should be able to absolutely frag with this main skill. Let's see how hard we can hit. Oh, that is some nice numbers. 450 times 4. Oh, and then Wargreymon X comes in with a 1.8, but he is getting the support from that sub skill. Honestly, super quick Clash Battle showcase, but he hits really hard, like genuinely good. The multi-hit skill is amazing in Clash Battle as well because it builds up that friendship meter. Like, pretty good. He's comparable to Wargreymon X damage numbers with that main skill. He's only level 99 as well, so definitely a hard-hitting power Digimon in Clash Battles. I'm going to forgo the Underworld Dungeon. He's okay there. Like, he doesn't bring much. He's got a bit of status, increases statuses on the enemies, and a multi-hit skill. But other than that, nothing too fantastic. Let's jump straight into PvP now. Alright, here we are in PvP, and this is the team that I'm running my Leopardmon Leopard mode on. I've got crit protection for him from the Merciful mode, power boost from the Wargreymon X, defense, or more defense I should say, and a shield from the Volcanic Dramon. And he's there kind of as a hard hitter and support, plus that status resistance reduction for the enemies is going to be super clutch with this team. When paired with either the stun of Wargreymon X, the error of Omegamon Merciful mode, or his own blindness, it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to try and showcase him the most, so let's start off with this. Look at that, so much blindness already. The enemy has one too, and absolutely crushing it with the main skill. They've already burned that revive. And with that power damage resistance reduction to the enemies, Merciful mode is going to be hitting really, really hard as well. Our sub skills back up again. Let's pop that, try and get some more blindness happening. And now we should be able to clean up with Digimon X after that. So the blindness, oh, I forgot about the revive there. That's alright, I can clear that with, whoops, didn't get in time. The blindness is really good. It kind of makes up a little bit for his squishiness in the stats department, and his lack of any evasion or damage limiters or any way to protect himself. There isn't much in the meta that protects from blindness, to be honest, so if you see the opening, definitely the blindness is a good way to open, and it gives you that power damage resistance reduction as well, so you can sweep with the rest of your Brave Digimon. Also, coming up against, this is kind of a mixed team, but calm teams, he's really good as well because he reduces their tech. Look at this. Alright, and the miss. And huge damage there. Like, he's genuinely a good Digimon. Even if you don't, like, I'm using him a lot because I'm trying to showcase him, but even just sitting there, that status resistance, the extra defense, he's genuinely good support as well. He's actually a good Digimon. Like, if you're running any kind of Brave team or planning on running a Brave team in the future, definitely a good possibility for you. Alright, here's that calm setup that I was talking about. Look at that. 4 blinds. Oh no, whole team blindness. Got cleared on the, oh. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about in terms of squishiness. You just got one shot there by a Digimon X. However, he's done his job. He spread that blindness, pretty much made the rest of the team invincible. Look at that. Miss, 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 miss. And now we can just clean up. I say invincible as the Braves get taken out. Calm is still really strong, and he doesn't make your red team invincible, but definitely good, and he kind of keeps red power teams in the meta. You could swap out Digimon X for another red Digimon as well. Even Doragoromon would be great as more support if you wanted to go more offensive as well. No blind there, blind protection from the Bravemon there, but I don't think they have error protection, and with that extra 40%, that's like 120% chance of error or something ridiculous. Huge damage from the LM, and we'll finish this off here. So there you go, guys. Leopardmon LM Showcase. I am really enjoying using this guy in PvP. I'm going to keep using him for a while. He's good. He's good. Clash Battle, he's really good on a power team. He's good for a few status shenanigans and a bit more support on your power teams in PvP. And kind of dealing with Tech Digimon in the meta. Not really, but he's a soft counter to those Digimon. A soft check, I should say. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Did you summon for this, guys, or will you summon before his banner leaves? Or are you saving for things like Bancho Lilymon, Bancho Golemon, all the crazy shenanigans, all the Banchos coming up? Let me know down below. Otherwise, I'll catch you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!